Hi, this is Nicholas Yock, a registered migration and education agent from Pathway to Oz. As you know, on September 2nd, immigration put a stop to the 408 COVID or pandemic visa, or whatever you want to call it. So we've had a ton of applicants hit us up and sort of said, what are my options? So this video is made to outline some or several of your options, that you may have. Please note, it is general in nature. Talk to a migration agent about your specific situation. For more detailed information on each of these visas as well, check out the videos that we have on them, or you can look at our website as well. We'll put the links below. Probably the most relevant would be a 482 temporary employer sponsored visa. Now, your employer would need to sponsor you for this, but it would allow you just to continue to work full-time for your employer. Please note, it's kind of expensive and you must have the relevant qualifications and have worked in your occupation for at least 2 years full-time in the last 5 years, okay? Your employer will also need to pay you at least $70,000 or the Australian market salary. It's a great option for PR, as the government's recently announced that 482 visa holders after 2 years should potentially be able to progress to PR, but it is expensive and there are a lot of requirements for it. The next visa I want to talk about is the subclass 407 training visa. So look, it is similar to the 482 in that you do need an employer to nominate you before you can apply for the visa. However, the requirements are lower and it's a lot cheaper. So you only really need to have 12 months of full-time study or work experience in the past 2 years. So if you've studied or if you've worked in that occupation for at least 12 months in the last 2 years, you potentially should qualify. But the intention of the visa is not really to fill a skill gap like the 482. It's to have a training opportunity. So you must be offered a contract of at least 30 hours per week. But you don't need to be paid $70,000, you just need to be paid usually the minimum sort of hourly rate that someone would be paid in your occupation. Guys, you know this, but you can probably potentially study a course. Hopefully you can study a course that will get you skilled and educated in an occupation that's in demand in Australia. There's some great courses. Feel free to touch base and we can send through all the different options there. Finally, another sort of common pathway is if you've got an Australian partner, or even if you've got a foreign partner in Australia on another visa, if you meet the de facto or spousal requirement, you should be able to be added to their visa potentially as a secondary applicant, okay? Or if you've got an Australian partner, just apply for a partner visa, or a New Zealand partner, the 461. So just briefly, those are probably some of the most common options that 408 visa holders will end up moving on to. If you do have any questions, feel free to contact Pathway to Oz. Thank you.